Congratulations. What a fun night. And kind of tell us what it was like in the locker room after it was over.
I got to change of clothes. I got a little bit wet, but the guys were incredible. Chuck, like when Alabama made that run to start the second half, a lot of teams would hold their head. I thought we did a great job battling back. Obviously, Alabama's, so explosive offensively. They're so well coached. They got incredible talent. They have a lot of seniors. You look out there and Herb Jones is a senior, as good a defender as there is in the league, and Petty's a senior, and two guys that tested the NBA waters, and both those guys, and Reese is a senior, and we had three freshmen out there just battling for a stretch against number 6 team in the country. So really proud of everybody. I thought we got great minutes from everybody. I thought we did a great job of attacking the paint, not settling, trying to get free throws attempted. We knew we did not want to get in a 3-ball contest with them. We knew that we wouldn't win that. So I thought we did a great job attacking the lane, and Moses especially was really effective, drawing FTAs and the 11 blocks as we kind of, we made a decision to have somebody kind of in the lane to help on the dribble drives, and 4 other guys just stay attached.
You mentioned the dribble drive. It seemed like you took away from Alabama the things they really like to do. Shackelford got in foul trouble, and that helped. But when they can't dribble drive, it seemed like it, that's what led to the low percentage among the threes anyway.
Yeah, I thought we did a good job kind of taking away the three, especially early in the game, or at least, not allowing their premier, 3-point shooters to take a lot of attempts. That was something that we really focused on, over the last 4 or 5 days that we got together. And I think that for the most part, the guys that shot him for them were guys that, that we were kind of we were going to live with them taking them.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were talking about the 7-0 run for Alabama and the timeout. It seemed like that was the point where you put Jalen Williams in. Could you talk a little bit about the difference he made defensively tonight?
Well, Jalen was not only great, from a defensive standpoint, but then offensively, we really posted him up. He got to the foul line 7 times. He had 8 rebounds, clogged the lane up on dribble drives, but I thought us punching it into him when they had a smaller defender on him was really effective for us. And anytime you can post up, it slows down an opponent's transition game as well, because, when you take long shots and they lead to long rebounds, and then the other team's running the other way.
Loose balls. I mean, I think my enduring image tonight's going to be Moses Moody on the floor. I mean, and that led to points.
Yeah, I mean, we have incredible respect for Alabama and the season that they've had. And I told the guys at halftime and pregame, and we from an energy and an effort standpoint, we had to play an A+ game. You can never control your shots, but you can certainly control the effort that you put forth. And the other thing too is I thought we really moved the ball. I mean, Alabama is one of the best defensive teams in the entire nation. We moved the ball. We shared it with 15 assists. We spread it out. Did a great job. Again, I thought those 6 straight by Jalen Williams was really a big part of that 17-2 run that we had.
You've coached in a lot of places. When you win 8 straight conference ball games, that's a pretty remarkable accomplishment for a basketball team, isn't it?
No, it really is. And we've won 8 in a row, and we lost, a home game that we didn't even get to play, and we play well at home. I would say this team's playing really good basketball. They've grown together. We have another really tough, test on, on Saturday. But what an incredible fan base. The arena was rocking. You never know there was a, limited amount of crowd. I mean, the student section, we could feel their energy, and they were worth a lot of points to us tonight. I can tell you that.
Coach, great night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right, Eric Musselman. Hey, you know, it was a happy race.
All right, we'll go straight into questions for Coach Muss. Bob, please get us started.
Eric, did they dump water on you like a jug, or how'd you get all wet?
Yeah, I got a lot of water on me. I don't know what else. I didn't look. Hopefully, I like that polo. I hope it did not ruin. They probably didn't order another Kids Youth XL for me, so I'm praying that there was no Gatorade on that doggone thing.
And then you guys outscored them 27-3 on free throws. How big was that?
Well, it was really important for us. I mean, we felt like, attacking the rim was something that we really wanted to do. We didn't want to settle. We didn't want to jack up threes. We didn't want quick shots. I thought we did a good job of understanding the shot clock for the most part. To my knowledge, we only took 2 shots that maybe I was not happy with. We had a great few days of preparation as well. Just proud of the execution on both sides of the ball. I thought, defensively, this team is just so hard to try to stop, and to hold them to 66 points is not easy.
And it was a 46-point turnaround from the last game. I mean, that had to feel good.
Yeah, we stunk last game. But you got to bounce back, and I thought we bounced back. And look, it's hard. You play the 6th-ranked team in the country and you beat them. So it's a heck of a win for the program. I can tell you that.
I got one more if I could before I turn it back to Mike. I know you don't like to call timeouts. You must have said something pretty good there to go on a 17-2 run. What was the message? And obviously the guys responded.
I think the biggest message was just, hey, look, they made a run. We knew they were going to make a run, and don't feel sorry, for ourselves. We've got to get back to what we worked on the last few days, which is defend the 3, run them off the 3-point line. When they dribble, drive, get there quickly, try to take a charge or clog the lane, and then get into our scramble defense. And attack the basket and be strong with the ball, and 2-foot jump stop and finish at the rim or go to the free throw line.
Curtis.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you about 2 guys in particular tonight. JD Notae, whose minutes have probably not been exactly what he wanted the last couple of games, to come out and respond the way he did tonight. And then Ethan Henderson, who hasn't been playing at all, to come in and give you a spark when he was in there.
Yeah, I thought Ethan came in, did a really good job. His quickness off the floor tonight really helped us. When he went in his 7 minutes, I thought it was, really valuable minutes. He played his role. He rebounded. He blocked shots. And then JD Notae, I mean, he's a really, really special player. I mean, 12 points in 16 minutes. And I mean, he's going to be a great player for us. We're just trying to kind of teach him how to be a point guard. And what a good shot is, but he's an explosive player. He's a guy that the opposition has to really talk about in their game prep, because he is perfectly capable of having huge scoring nights.
Andrew.
Yeah, Coach, Jalen Williams hasn't been a big scorer throughout the year, but y'all started going to him there early in the second half. What gave you the confidence to go to him in the block and like you did?
Well, one, he's a really good passer, Hutch, and so that was really important because we knew he's a willing passer, a good passer. He's got good vision, and they put a smaller guy on him. And so when they put Primo on him, I felt like that's a matchup that we had to, go to. And then as I stated, a few minutes ago, that it was really important for us. If you shoot a ball close to the rim, that's your best transition defense. And so that was a big part of what our scheme was to take shots around the rim to try to limit transition baskets.
Tom Murphy.
Well, hey, Eric, what was going on at the 101 mark when Petty got ejected? That looked pretty chaotic there.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what happened with him and Jalen. And I mean, the biggest thing for our guys at the end of the bench, I just wanted them to. I don't know what Petty thought, but I just didn't want any of our guys to say anything and just keep our composure and leave it alone. Leave it alone because obviously two players, Jalen and Petty. I mean, two teams really competing, and that's kind of what it was, Murph.
You guys have a really good record when you have extra days to prep, more than 4 days. Did you think the extra prep helped out in this one?
I mean, if we lose, I would have said no, that we were rusty, Murph, and I think everything is, hindsight. I guess you'd have to ask the players. I do know that when I met with them and told them that I was going to try to schedule a game, and I don't mind telling you now, Justin Smith came up and said, hey, we don't want to play anybody unless it's a team that's really, really good, that's going to win their conference. Otherwise, we don't want to play. We want to get ready for Alabama. And I thought it was a really mature thing because I thought that they would just want to go play anybody. But that was not the case internally because it was about 20 minutes after I told them that the A&M game was canceled and that I was going to go back upstairs with Coach Root and try to find us a game.
Thanks.
Sorry, Scotty?
Yeah, Coach, what did you think of the toughness Jalen Williams played with? And, the last couple of games, he seems to really be growing up for you.
I mean, he's a really confident freshman who keeps getting better. He played great against a ranked team. I mean, again, there's not many teams that are relying on 3 freshmen the way that we are. We're not just relying on them in the SEC. We're relying on those guys to win. We're relying on them to score baskets. I would say we ran more plays tonight for Moses and Jay Will than we did anybody else on the team. I mean, if there was 2 guys that got the most play calls, it was those 2 guys.
Yeah, what's it say about him that he was plus 30 in a game like this? Like, that seems unheard of.
It probably is unheard of in 22 minutes. He's a great player. He's not a good player. He keeps getting better. Early in the year, he was patient. I'm sure internally he was getting anxious to play more, but he kept working on his game. He knows 2 positions. Obviously, moving forward, he's going to have to play a lot of 4 for us as we look into the future. And he will, because he's working on his ball handling.
He wants him to be the Justin Smith role, and he's going to let that Australian guy be our center.
Everyone, please put your
That's
mics
Adam.
on mute.
Adam, there you go. Thanks, bro. Sorry, did I finish that? I don't know whose question. Scotty, was that good?
Yeah, it works for me.
Okay.
Trey Schapp.
Yeah, Coach, I think I asked you after the Alabama game about the confidence in your team. Now, after this Alabama game, where is the confidence in this basketball team?
I mean, I think we're really confident. Trey, we know we have a great LSU team coming in here. We've won a couple games now against ranked teams, which is really, really important. We just got to get ready for the Tigers. I mean, that's a great win. I hope the guys, enjoyed, the post game but now we got to get ready for a big game on Saturday and get ready to compete. We got to get ready to rebound. And, if we're not tough against LSU, we're not going to win. And so there's a lot of things we've got to work on from defensive rebounding. You can't get pushed in the back. You've got to hold your ground, defensive rebounding, and so on and so forth. So that'll be the focus. As soon as I'm done meeting with all of you guys, I'll be able to go back and start watching some LSU stuff.
Randy.
Eric, 18 of 28, 64% points in the paint. What was the difference tonight then compared to the first game against Alabama, which the numbers weren't quite so good. And then talk about the adjustment that you made on Bruner in the second half, who really put Alabama in the game in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, all of Bruner's shots and all of Reese's shots and the 2 that Gary took. So that was 9 from Bruner. It was 5 from Reese and 2 from number 4, Gary. Those are all on me. Not one player was at fault for 1 3 ball that was made from those 3 guys. And then in the second half, we did change our defense. And I thought it was much more effective. And then as the second half progressed, we went back to our first half defense. So, we had a scheme. We adjusted at halftime, and then we went back to our original scheme to end the game.
Points in the paint, the difference between the first matchup and tonight's game, 18 of 28 inside the paint for 64%.
Yeah, wear some weighted vest and 2-foot jump stop for the last 3 weeks. And when we work on finishing at the rim, because we went soft to the rim against Alabama at their place. We took too many quick shots. We didn't move the ball. We didn't share the ball. This game, we're a different basketball team. We've had some great practices, Randy. They could have, when we had some physical practices, they could have gone the other way, but they didn't. They fought through it. And we're a different team right now, finishing in the paint than we were 3 weeks ago.
Bob, one final question, please.
I think he said, Bob. Eric, you guys may have already clinched a bid before this NCAA tournament bid, but do you feel like you've done everything you need to do to clinch an NCAA tournament bid at this point?
No, LSU Tigers Saturday afternoon. LSU Tigers, Jay Will's up.